tell me you're in California without telling me you're in California. Holy smokes, $5.99 for diesel. Whew.
Finally made it. We are at Sequoia RV Ranch, just outside of Sequoia National Park. It's a beautiful RV park, lots of trees, grass, got a little drizzle going on right now. However, we ran into an issue. So as soon as we got parked and leveled out and everything else, Lareka hollers out to me and she's like, hey, the power's not working. So I go over and I checked and the power was on, everything was plugged in right, did a few troubleshooting things, and I forgot that we have a surge protector inside the RV as well. And when I checked that, we were getting all the flashing red lights saying that we had reverse ground, reverse polarity, and basically it wasn't working. So just to make sure that it wasn't our issue, it was the RV park, I pulled out my extension cord for the power, plugged it into the empty spot next to us. Boom, works great. So now I'm trying to wait for the Starlink to connect so I can call maintenance and call the emergency after hours number, since there is zero service here whatsoever, and find out if they want me just to move to a new spot or leave it plugged in like this and tomorrow they'll come and fix it. I don't know. Find out here in a second. All right, they called back and they said, nope, just stay where we're at, stay plugged in next door, and they'd be out first thing in the morning to fix our box and power and get us all situated. And so yeah, it's fine with me, but hey, it's RV life, what can you say?
Okay, so anyway, today was a very long travel day. And we talked about, there's supposedly some really great pizza place around here. We talked about just going and doing that, but both Kevin and I are wiped out. So this is what I'm talking about, doing really easy meals after you drive. So we are here for a week and I just thought, let's just do something easy tonight. So I'm using that Bear chicken breast bites. I have put them in the air fryer. I'll show you. They're starting to cook. I just layer them down. I usually spray the bottom. We'll get these really toasty because Kevin and I both like them more on the crispy side. So I start those first. I've also, if you can see over here, I just did some potato soup because it is chilly here. Kevin had to set up partially in the rain. And so I'm like, we're just going to do some soup with it. I usually save our soup for our turkey BLTs, but you know what? It works. And then I'll just show you. So then what I usually do for the chicken is I'll just get some sort of 50-50 blend, do a salad, and then I get out everything that we have. And I have avocado, I have tomato, I have feta cheese, Parmesan, regular cheese. Kevin and I don't always agree on the cheeses. I have some onions that I need to use up. And then I have these strawberries that I don't want to go bad. So I'm going to cut these up, wash them, and we'll do that. So we'll have a chicken salad, some fruit, and some soup. And that will be dinner. And we'll show you that when it's all done. Okay. Dinner's up. So dinner is ready. So as you can see, I've got the salads done. That's what the chicken looks like cut up. I feel like if you go to Chick-fil-A and you get their salad, one of their salads, this is exactly what it feels like. There's all kinds of goodies in there, avocado, cheeses. Try to give us some protein. And then the soups, I usually put in a mug because I just think it's easier to handle than a bowl. Bowls are more wobbly and whatnot, so we usually do a mug of soup. And then I cut up the strawberries that we had left. So just so we can eat those and not waste them.
All right, we finally made it.
We made it.
Sequoia National Park.
So far, it's not disappointing. No, we literally just passed through the entrance. As you can see behind us, we have the Sequoia National Park sign, and it's actually carved a long time ago. I was just reading on the sign from a piece of sequoia wood. Yeah. So, but we are so excited. It's a beautiful day, and the sun is shining. It's brisk, and we can't wait to tackle this park. We have been waiting for a while. So.
Yep. All right. Let's go check it out. I want to take a minute to talk to you guys about a new product we just received. They're called RV Stack Pads, made by RV Snap Pad. Made with the same recycled material as your snap pads, but these are leveling blocks. And the nice thing about them is they are 12 inches by 12 inches. They're almost 2 inches thick, and they can support up to 30,000 pounds. Your entire footprint of your leveling feet will fit on top of it, and it's not hanging off the edge, making your RV feel unlevel. We've been using them now for a couple of weeks, and I've got to say that we definitely do have a lot more steady feel in the RV, having that bigger footprint and that base. They're stackable if you need to lift up one end of the RV or the other. If you're interested, go to RV Snap Pad's website, use our code and use our discount code down at the bottom, and you get 10% off your order. RV Stack Pad by RV Snap Pad. We haven't even made it to the trees yet, and Sequoia National Park so far is just breathtaking.
Yeah, beautiful views, snow still on the mountains, spring is popping through. It's like you got everything going on.
Yeah.
That's how we always talk about how different times of year, everything looks different. So,
yep.
So cool. Spring and winter. Winter's kind of fading.
Yes.
Spring's coming in.
Yep.
It's kind of cool.
Off to the trees. This is so crazy.
It's April 3rd.
We left Arizona, and it was after spring break, and it was 90-something degrees, and it was too hot for us to go kayaking. And now here we are in Sequoia National Park. A lot of snow on the ground. We're on the General Sherman path. I guess it's like half a mile down, and it is just all snow.
Try and get in the stuff.
This is incredible.
Yeah, talk about different times of year.
I think it's like 34 degrees out here right now.
I want to say, yeah. I think it's probably 32 because
maybe by
it
now,
had dropped to 30 in the car, 33.
Yeah.
So out in the middle here, I imagine. But definitely got to bundle up.
Yes. Through our jackets, sweatshirts. I could probably use gloves, but didn't bring them.
Just put them in that. But yeah, they're in the car.
So we're up at like over 6,000 feet right here. Our RV park is at 800 feet. And it was like 55 degrees or 60 degrees today. We saw General Sherman from a distance. So now we're looping around to get the up-close personal look at it.
Yes. We're going downhill, which means on our way back, it's all going to be uphill in the snow.
That's all right.
Yeah.
There's so many people on this path.
Yep. All different ages and
walking in the snow. We should have brought our hiking poles.
They're in the car.
Yep. We see a lot of people walking with hiking poles and little clip-on snowshoes, and
be better for balance for sure.
Yes. All
we
right.
just need to get used to using our hiking poles.
Yeah. I don't know what it'd be like with the hiking poles and the camera and the phones and everything. So, up here we are. We made it to General Sherman. It is just magnificent and magical.
It is. You actually need to see it in person because
Yes.
I don't think the pictures, the recording, they're going to do it any justice.
No.
It is truly magnificent, and we get to see it in the snow.
Oh my
which
gosh,
makes
yeah.
it awesome as well.
Just obey the signs. I mean, especially right here around General Sherman, there's signs everywhere. Stay on the path. And yes, the snow around here is just beautiful and blanketed, but don't let your kids go over the fence and play in the snow, unfortunately, because that can damage the whole ecosystem. And just follow the rules, or else, we're going to lose out on all of our national parks. So please, when you're visiting your national parks, just follow the rules. If it says stay on the paths, stay on the paths within the little walkways. I mean, it's pretty obviously marked where you can and can't go. So there are lots of hiking trails, spider webbing off of where we're at here in Sequoias. Problem is all the snow. Looking at a few of them, didn't look like they were very easily passable, and it's in the 30s. So we decided we're going to skip the hiking for now. We forgot to bring our water too. We literally just parked in the General Sherman area to come down and see the tree. Didn't realize all the trails were down here, so yeah, we're here for another 5 days. Maybe we'll try it again. Come prepared with our poles and give it a hike. We'll see.
We're coming out of Sequoia National Park after seeing General Sherman. Kevin's driving, and we just went right into the middle of a little snowstorm, which not terrible, but for us Arizonans,
yeah,
different.
Well, we still got flurries up here.
Yeah, but that dark cloud we had,
yeah,
was not good. So it was hard to see, but now at least you can see the roads.
Yeah, I will tell you though, they do a great job on the roads. The roads are all plowed and cleared. I haven't had to kick into four-wheel drive or anything yet. Ooh, it's almost like a little hailstorm.
Oh, it's just more snow, I think. Let me flip it. See what's going on here. Look at this, actually stuck on this road. We haven't seen any snow stick. I guess
shade.
Yeah, I guess they're not lying when they talk about chains. Because you're so high up here, any time a dark cloud can come, we're gonna have snow on our vehicle. This is how Kevin and I winter camp, I suppose. Unintentionally.
Yeah.
So.
Even with the big truck and the four-wheel drive, something we're not quite used to.
No.
So we are going like 10 miles an hour. Like I said, I haven't had to kick it in a four-wheel yet.
But it's also because we're going down a mountain. We're literally up in the mountain.
Yeah, we're just coasting,
so
I don't need to climb and traction. If we were going up, I'd probably do it. But there's a little Toyota Camry in front of me. So.
But look how much snow now. Oh, he just wiped it off. But it's some good.
I don't know if we're going to be able to stop at this spot.
Yeah, no, we're going to have to do it another day. I'm okay with just focusing on getting down. It was not like this up by General Sherman, though.
No. It was like 40 degrees and clear.
The sun kept peeking in and out, so maybe that cloud's moving.
All right. I'm going to keep driving.
Yep.
All right, it's a beautiful Sunday morning here just outside of Sequoia National Park in Three Rivers, California. We've been here since Wednesday, so this is day 5 of us here. And last I talked to you about the power issues, we still don't have 50 amp power on our pedestal. The guy came out almost every single day now and was checking it, and they couldn't find the issue. They called another guy in that actually knows electricity, and he checked it and basically came to the conclusion that there's an issue with the line underground going to some junction box. Now, I am not a big electrical person. I don't know the first thing about how it all works, but all I know is that he's been digging holes on a lot of the spots every single day looking for some junction box where the issue is. He was telling me yesterday that during all of this, he actually discovered issues with a couple other of the pedestals as well. So it's a good thing that the high is barely 70 degrees and nobody needs air conditioning, because it's looking like today we're probably going to have to switch over to the 30 amp. Apparently all the 30 amps work fine. It's the 50s that aren't working. So it's looking like maybe later this afternoon I might have to put on my adapter and switch over to a 30 amp and use that for the last couple days that we're here, which again, it's no big deal. Don't need the air conditioners or anything like that. So we'll see what happens. But other than that, this is an absolute beautiful campground. I mean, this is not an RV park. This is a campground with lots of trees and the running water and the stream. And they've got over in the corner, it's called a swimming hole. So this is just an incredible place, super relaxing at night, super dark and quiet. You know, everybody's out at night doing campfires and things like that. We're having a great time here in Three Rivers, California, about 10 miles from the entrance to Sequoia National Park. It's great. Down here, like I said, we're looking at about 60 degrees right here where we are. And as soon as you go up into the park and go up into the mountains, you start hitting some snow. That's the saga of the power for right now. If I get any updates, we'll let you know. The saga of the power issue is over. The guy was here all day. Basically, there was a junction box a couple feet deep in this hole here, and all the wires and the connections in there had corroded. So he was trying to explain to me how the main 50 amp comes from the main breaker box. It comes all the way to here because this is the last spot, and then it's all connected to run backwards to the next spots. So this one worked right here, but we're this direction, and that's where the connection was broken. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not a huge electric person, but it's fixed. We're all plugged into our spot now, which is good because it's Sunday afternoon and a lot of people are showing up and a lot of people are checking in, and they said that we are getting a neighbor here next to us for the first time all week. Power's all taken care of. Great example. Make sure you guys have surge protectors, because the surge protector is what actually showed what the issue was, and we could go from there. All the warning lights. So there you go. Make sure you guys are using your equipment.